Stop. Get out of the road.
Get out of the road.
Right, we're done.
We're done.
Oh my God! No, I'm not doing that.
Your attitude is off the chain.
What?
Today, we're going to do something that I think is genuinely important. We're going to walk through a police encounter together, and I'm going to show you exactly how the law actually works in these situations. Not how people wish it worked, not how social media thinks it should work, how courts have actually interpreted constitutional protections for decades. Now, I should be clear up front, I'm not a practicing attorney, and this is not legal advice. What I offer is informed legal analysis based on published case law and constitutional jurisprudence. What we're about to watch involves a traffic stop where an officer discovers the driver has a suspended license. And look, this matters right now. Just this month, we've seen multiple incidents across the country, Illinois and California, where suspended license drivers cause serious injuries. The legal framework exists for a reason. We'll be applying Terry v. Ohio and Graham v. Connor throughout this analysis. If you love exploring body cam footage just like me, then hit that subscribe button.
Hey, Cleo, what's going on with your license? You gotta get it fixed. So you know it's suspended. Do you have somebody that can come pick you up?
Yeah.
All right, can you give them a call and have them come here? Because you can't be driving. Huh? You're just gonna walk home?
I gotta do what I gotta do.
Well, hold on. You're not, Kalia. You can't leave yet. I still gotta give you all your, your ticket and everything.
Yeah.
All right. So just go ahead and hang out here and. $53 to $15. Do you have a unit tonight? $10-4. If you can start them this way. She's already out of the vehicle and very emotional. She may take off.
How fast was she going?
She's going 47. But she doesn't have a license. Her license got taken away from her because she's suspended. The tag's expired.
Okay. I take it we're going to tow the car then?
It's not in the roadway.
Well, my concern is that she's probably going to hop back in and drive away. So, hey, hi.
Are y'all okay? I'll get in my car. I don't know what's going on in Wide Street.
I'm Sergeant Brown. My officer called me here because I guess you were upset.
It's good. I'm getting a ticket.
Okay. Do you have somebody to pick you up in your car?
She's back there.
Okay. Is she going to drive the car too?
No.
Okay. Are you going to have somebody take the car? Okay. What's that? That's not too bad. It's growing on me. Okay.
Yo.
Hey, how you doing?
Good.
Hey, is somebody gonna help her like get the car and stuff like that?
It's my car. It's my car. He asked me. It's my car to you. Don't tell him nothing about my car.
I don't understand why she's being rude. Here's what happened.
I told you my car is gonna get taken care of.
Okay, that's cool. Thank you. Let's chill out with the attitude. Thank you. Then you can stay over there. Thank you. So, I guess so. What happened was my officer called me because I guess she was upset.
It's me. It's not so.
And
okay, you're not my mother. I'm not a child.
Can I talk?
Thank you.
You want to know if somebody's coming to get the car?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, yes, somebody's going to come get the car.
Okay.
Somebody's going to come get the car.
Okay. That's all I wanted to know because I don't want to tow it because that's more money
You're
for
not
her.
gonna tow it. It's good.
Oh, I understand the process.
Yeah.
Somebody's going to come get the car. We'll live all around. We're going to get the car.
Okay, I appreciate you, ma'am. That's all I needed to know. I don't know. I just got here like a minute ago, and I got everything.
And you're asking her.
I know the process. We're going to get the car.
Yeah. And the reason like I tried talking to her, She was being rude, so that's why.
I'll have my mom
She's
come
my
help
sister
me.
and I'm grown as
Okay, I appreciate it.
yeah.
So can I take her? Can we go or?
Not just yet. He's printing out the paperwork and stuff. So yeah.
Can you come help me get Leah car from by the lake? Yeah.
All right, so right off the bat, watch the officer's approach here. He's calm, he's communicative. He asks Cleo directly what's going on with her license because he's already discovered it's suspended. And this is textbook procedure under Terry v. Ohio. The officer has lawfully detained her and he's gathering information. Now, here's what struck me. When she tries to just walk away, gotta do what I gotta do, the officer brings her back. And I know some people watching this will say, that's overreach. It's not. Under established traffic stop jurisprudence, the detention continues until the officer completes the administrative process. That includes issuing citations. What I really want you to understand is California Vehicle Code Section 14602.6. This statute explicitly authorizes officers to impound vehicles when the driver has a suspended license. The officer here is actually being generous. He's trying to avoid the tow. He's asking if someone can come get the car because, as he literally says, it's more money for her. The person who arrives to help, she comes in hot with attitude. But notice Sergeant Brown's response. He de-escalates. He explains the situation. He's not looking for a confrontation. He's looking for compliance so everyone can go home.
Can you come help me get Leah car from by the lake?
Yeah, what did you come?
Just to let her know to come get it. That's it. Chill. Hey, is there anything else?
Yeah, we're here. What
No, that just I just need a person with a valid license, and then
She didn't let me know what happened. I rushed out the house without my purse.
Get it. Like, go.
Can I go? You want me to go home and get it?
Yeah,
But
like,
I don't. Leah, can you chill?
No, because I'm grown as
No,
Don't
you're
talk to him
doing
about
too
me. I'm
much.
grown as
Asking me about
He
my
asked you
ID.
questions about your car. That's
Leah.
when you answer the fuck.
Chill.
I'm going out of
Okay, what is it, Leah?
So-
Like, you doing a
I
lot.
don't give a
all I need is like once she gets her citation stuff like that, whoever's gonna drive the car, I just need someone with a valid
My
ID.
mom, she's not. She lives cities
just
over.
go get her.
Leah, he's asking me a question. He's not asking about that. What is
He's
wrong
saying
with
he
you?
needs a valid ID for
To the-
whoever's going to come get the car.
Exactly, and I'm telling him. So I'm telling him. What is it you want?
Just
what else?
just a valid driver. Yeah, I know. Not about you. I understand because you had to come.
What do you want?
This car is gonna come get the car.
Yeah, no.
Okay, yeah. We're gonna wait until they get here.
We're good.
Once she gets her citation, I'll
Yeah, I'm going to explain it.
I'm good. I know how to read.
Well, there's...
Well, when
there-
you're done explaining, I'll...
What's up?
roll the window up. So,
I have to sign it?
yes.
Okay, let's sign it.
Okay. So...
Well, I know how to sign. I know where to sign it. Show me where I signed it. I know
All
how
right.
to read it.
Well, I have to explain it to you.
Okay.
You have a court date.
Words.
Okay, you have a court date on the 2nd
Cool.
of
April?
April at 8 in the morning. If you don't sign up, if you don't show up, a warrant will be...
I'll call him or tell him something.
Okay. You need to sign on the X.
Thank you. Thank you. We'll be back to get that.
Okay.
You know what? We're just gonna tow the car.
Hey. You guys can get your car from the tow truck. It's coming. It's coming. No, it's on the side of the road.
Go get your license. And y'all literally, I don't give a... What's wrong with y'all?
Don't. Do not. Get back. Stop.
What are y'all talking about?
Stop.
What the f is wrong with y'all?
Stop. Get out of the road.
What?
Get out of the road.
Alright, we're done.
We're done.
Yeah! Whoa, my God! Y'all are not doing that.
Your attitude is off the chain.
What the f? Y'all, I have shit to lose. Are y'all crazy? What am I getting taken for?
Your attitude needs to calm down. Okay?
Now, this is where things get legally interesting. Watch what happens when the third party arrives. The dynamic shifts immediately. And I want you to pay close attention to how the officer handles multiple civilians who are now emotionally invested in this situation. Here's the legal reality that most people don't understand. When a third party inserts themselves into an active police encounter, they are not automatically entitled to intervene. the officer still has authority over the scene. Under Graham versus Connor, an officer's need to maintain control is evaluated from the perspective of a reasonable officer facing that specific situation, not from the comfort of hindsight. And then Cleo tries to walk back toward that impounded vehicle. The officers draw tasers and tell her to stop. Now, critics will call that excessive. But here's what the law actually says. Once an officer has established a perimeter of control, any movement back into that zone, especially after explicit commands to stay away, constitutes potential obstruction and officer safety concern. What really catches my attention? The officer explicitly tells her that her attitude is off the charts and needs to calm down. That's not a legal violation. That's an officer recognizing escalating behavior and attempting verbal de-escalation before physical intervention becomes necessary. The arrest that follows, legally predictable given the non-compliance.
Hey, you gonna calm down? You gonna calm down?
Yeah. Dude, like, what is y'all police got too much authority. That's crazy, dude. Like, I graduated in literally 4 weeks, get my nursing license in literally 4 weeks. Bro, that's crazy. Bro, that's crazy. I got way
Usually
too much.
15, he's 10-4.
Bro, that's crazy, bro.
Are you going to listen
Bro,
now?
yo, what?
We're gonna wait a minute.
Bro,
Give me your
what?
phone. Give me your phone.
Yo, what? I never been to jail, arrested, or nothing. Bro, y'all not my parents.
Ma'am.
Bro, y'all can't. Y'all,
Are you going to listen?
Of course, yeah.
Please listen, okay? I don't know what your attitude problem is today, but
Nothing.
listen, just listen, okay? We were willing to work with you, okay? But you are just off the chain, okay? You need to calm down.
I'm good. I'm calm. I just told you I'm calm. I'm gonna
Okay.
cooperate.
What is the attitude?
Nothing.
Nobody was rude to you.
Nothing. I'm
Nobody
good. I just
nobody
said I'm
cursed
fine.
at you.
Okay.
Okay, we're trying to talk to you,
We're
but you're being very rude.
We're good. You're my friend. We're good.
So what is the problem?
Nothing.
Okay. So here's the deal. We're gonna tow your car
Why are you towing my car?
because it's on the side of the road. It's on private
Did
property.
she just tell you my mother was literally coming up here? Y'all asked for validation. She told you my mother was coming. Y'all didn't like the way I talked to y'all, so now it's tow truck.
And now you're gonna face a resisting charge, all because of your attitude.
How am I facing a resisting charge? And I'm literally.
It's called not listening.
This is crazy. I cannot believe this is happening because some police officers don't like how I'm talking. How do y'all think I'm gonna feel? How do y'all think people have other stuff going on in their life? Nothing. I don't have nothing against y'all. I don't know y'all. Y'all are pulling me over. I have other stuff going on in my life.
If you're being pulled over for speeding.
Because I'm speeding. Okay, that's
Yes.
I never got mad at him. I don't know why he called y'all. I was frustrated. He told me I never got out of my car until he told me I needed someone to come pick me up. So I said, I'll start walking. He said, well, you need to wait because I have to give you your ticket and everything. So I just sat down there and I waited. My car is hot. My air doesn't work. I'm not understanding why he called y'all. I never resisted. When he told me I was getting a ticket, when he told me I was speeding, I never once said I'm not speeding. I understand. If I'm speeding, I'm speeding. What can I do about that?
Okay, number two, he's trying to explain the citation.
Okay, go ahead. I understand. Go ahead.
Okay.
It's too late now.
Okay.
He was trying to explain it to you, and you're still being rude and not listening.
I'm listening.
And then we're telling
it's
you
like
not
y'all want me to be like a child and say yes sir, yes sir.
No.
I'm angry. I have other stuff going on in my life. I just came home from school. Okay, I get a ticket.
All right,
Cool.
put your legs in, please.
What is wrong? What are you wanting me to say here? Yes sir. Like, what are you wanting me to say? I just want my twin sister to come back so bad. Like, this is crazy. This is so.
We'll search her at the jail. We'll search her at the jail. I'm not doing this. Hopefully I didn't scratch your hood when I tossed my clipboard up there.
Which hood? Oh.
I said, we're not doing this, and I threw my clipboard up there.
I beg you,
Okay.
my sister.
And there it is. You just watched what happens when noncompliance meets the inevitable conclusion of legal process. Let me be very clear about something. I am not a practicing attorney, and this is not legal advice. But based on decades of studying constitutional law and police procedure, what you witnessed was textbook escalation driven entirely by the civilian's choices, the resisting charge. Let's talk about that because I know critics will scream about it. Under most state statutes, resisting arrest does not require physical violence. It can be established through conduct that delays or obstructs an officer in the performance of their duties. When Cleo repeatedly ignored commands and continued argumentative behavior after being placed under arrest, She provided the evidentiary basis for that charge herself. Now, here's what I want you to take away from everything we've observed today. The community caretaking doctrine exists precisely for situations like this. When a driver cannot lawfully operate a vehicle because of a suspended license, the officer has both the authority and arguably the obligation to ensure that vehicle doesn't remain on the roadway as a potential hazard. This isn't punitive, it's protective. California Vehicle Code Section 14602.6 codifies this principle into statutory law. The officer in this encounter did something remarkable that most viewers probably missed. He offered multiple off-ramps. He gave Cleo opportunities to have someone retrieve the vehicle. He explained the citation process. He attempted verbal de-escalation repeatedly. Under the objective reasonableness standard from Graham versus Connor, these attempts at resolution demonstrate an officer acting well within constitutional bounds, actually going beyond what the law requires. What struck me throughout this entire encounter? The gap between what Cleo believed was happening and what was actually happening. Legally, she kept asking, "What do you want me to say?" as if the correct verbal formula would change the outcome. But the law doesn't work that way. Compliance isn't about saying the right words. It's about following lawful commands during an active detention. And I think this reflects a broader misunderstanding in our society about police encounters. The time to contest the legality of an officer's actions is not at the roadside, it's in court with an attorney. The Fourth Amendment protects against unreasonable searches and seizures. It does not create a right to debate constitutional law during a traffic stop. Look at the recent developments we've seen just in the past month. March 2026, San Bernardino PD arrested 7 for DUI and cited 13 for driving with suspended licenses. April 2026 in Chicago, a driver with a suspended license caused life-threatening injuries in a crash. These aren't abstract statistics. They're the reason these laws exist and why officers enforce them. The tragedy here is that every consequence Cleo faced was avoidable. The impound was avoidable if someone had arrived to take the vehicle. The arrest was avoidable if she had simply complied with commands. The resisting charge was avoidable if she had stopped arguing after being detained. At every decision point, the path to a better outcome was clear, and she chose differently. So when we evaluate this encounter through the lens of established case law, what do we find? An officer who followed proper procedure under Terry via Ohio, lawful impoundment authority under California statute, reasonable force escalation when commands were ignored, and charges that flow directly from the civilian's conduct. The law was written this way intentionally. It gives officers operational latitude in fluid situations because society needs effective policing. That's not my opinion. That's the constitutional framework courts have consistently upheld. I hope you walked away from this with a clear understanding of why these interactions unfold the way they do. Not because officers are infallible, but because the legal system provides them with the tools and protections necessary to do an extraordinarily difficult job. And understanding that framework, whether you agree with it or not, is the first step toward having an informed conversation about police encounters in America.